team, we will present to you about our presentation about our program called Protect and Predict. Is that we can relate it with main goals of sustainable development. However, we want to emphasize one goal, which is decent work and economic growth. Having decent work is important, but having a stable economy is more important to live in this area, especially in cities like Kuala Lumpur, Johor Bahru, or Melaka, Bandar. Low earnings for Malaysian fresh graduates was a long-standing issue due to the lack of skilled and high-paying jobs in the country, and not caused entirely by the problem of the pandemic. Analyze. They disagree with the government's assertion that the growing proportion of graduates in the bottom RM 1001 to 1500 per year will result solely economic disruption and permanent. The Ministry of Higher Education's annual survey data as compiled by Muslih shows that a minimum of 10% of fresh graduates with degrees have been earning between 1,001 to 1,500 for at least the past 10 years. In 2020, the proportion of Malaysian graduates with degrees earning in the bracket hit a decade high of 22.3%. This was also the year when it became the biggest category compared to other years, including 2019, when the biggest category was 2001 to 2,500 at 18.7%.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amirul Amin Awang, and now I will explain about the objectives of this project. There are various objectives that we have discussed for the project success in this assignment. One of them is to provide awareness to all parties, especially to IIUM graduates, on the issue of underpaid salary that occurs in Malaysia. Okay. This is because each person must be aware of the situation in order for action to be made to prevent it. We discovered that a small number of IIM students are unaware of the issue of undervalued salaries in Malaysia. This is a major concern since if graduates do not prepare for their future lives in aspect of money and their preparation of their daily life, this will be the toughest challenge they will face. Furthermore, the goal of this initiative is to ensure that graduates are more sensitive to the issue of salary payment according to the passage of time, as well as the employment sector according to their respective fields. Graduates should be aware to the country's economic issue as well as the rate of economic growth in order to be better equipped for the future. This is due to the fact that today's levels of living is different from the past. For example, in the past, 50 ringgit should be used and could be used to buy living essentials for a month, but now it can be only used to cover someone's life for a week. Other than that, this project is also done to learn more about the effects of Malaysia's underpaid salary problem on the lives of its citizens. This is due to the fact that numerous incidents arise in the community as a result of not being able to live and provide the requirements of life for each family members due to a lack salary payments in addition to the high cost of living. It is not unexpected that many people experience depression when they are under a lot of stress and can't fulfill the requirements of themselves and their loved ones. This is more common in major cities such as Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. As a result, a person may be inclined to engage in a risky behavior such as a robbery or commit suicide. Then we will go on the next objective, which is to discuss Malaysia's low salary rates in comparison to other wealthy countries. Salary payments in developed countries are greater and more valuable than salary payments in Malaysia. This may be observed in the number of Malaysians who are eager to travel abroad in search of better pay. This happened because the severe inflation situation hit Malaysia due to the increase in oil and electricity is also a factor that caused Malaysians to want to work abroad, and many workers with a degree and monthly income of 3,000 ringgit claim that their pay never rises and that they can afford to eat. Finally, the purpose of this project is to study the problem of Malaysia economic growth as a result of the issue of underpaid salaries which is plagues Malaysian citizens' life. Singapore, for example, our nearby country that is much more developed in terms of economics as well as have greater currency value, has interest our citizens to work there. Because Malaysia economy is not growing as quickly as the rest of the world, the rate of payment to worker is not high. This creates a problem, which is when people's living standards are higher than the rate at which they are paid. That is all related to the objectives of our projects. Let's hear what my friends Muhammad Adam Suhair bin Muhammad Asri explain about the project details.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdullah Muslih bin Muhammad Fathi, matric number 2114887, and now I'm going to talk about the expected output for our project. First and foremost, what is the meaning of expected output? Expected output is the outcome that the organization expect to be achieved after the successful completion of the project. For your information, like in science project, we mention the expected output as hypothesis, which means that what is the result that we expect that will happen after the project. Same goes to the expected output. Alright. First and foremost, we know that the participant of the project will be the IIM students. So, after they graduate, the fresh graduate can improve their work performance. We will guide them with some tips to perform better at the workplace. For example, being friendly with people at the workplace, so that they can create a connection and a strong bond, so they will be always help each other. No matter if they are in need or not, we have to help each other so that we can get the best result at the workplace. And then they have to manage their time properly. Do not defer work. If we defer our work, like we say tomorrow we can do it or later, so it will become more and more and it will burden ourselves. That is bad, okay? Secondly, we want to create awareness for the government, because as we know nowadays, the government often use their money to improve the city or to upgrade the city. As we can see, the highest skyscrapers in the world and the many buildings in the city, it is actually unintentionally have cut off the salary of the employee. So, it is not good because we know that the employee have to, the money for them is important because they want to afford the things that they have to buy to take care of their family. In addition, the government have to play their role honestly, because in the end of the day, it is one of the things that will be asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first, which is the position. The position is really a burden to ourselves, so we have to take care of it properly. Lastly, the expected output for our project is the employers will act righteously. This is because nowadays some of the underpaid salary cases is because of the employers, miscalculation of the employers. So as a solution, we have to back pay the process. Back pay is the process which is we have to look back. We have to check the actual salary and then we back pay the employee. For extra information, there are certain circumstances that allow the employers to cut off their salary. For example, during the last COVID-19 pandemic, they have to cut off their salary because if they continue the amount of salary like usual, it is actually a waste because the employee not come to the workplace due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Alright. So that's all for me for the section of expected output of our proposal project. Thank you.
Now, I will talk about our timeline. For the first week, project is assigned to student. Second week, introduction on the assignment has been uploaded to Google Classroom. In second week and third week, we work on summary and general information. In third week and fourth week, we ask the lecturer for guidance for the project. In fifth week until week 13, we gather and complete the project, then submit the written project in Google Classroom. On 31st December until 3rd January, we made our video project. On 3rd January, we will upload the video in YouTube and send the YouTube link in Google Classroom for the submission. We will continue with the next presenter. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Asri bin Asri. Number metric 2112-703 and I'm from UNGS1201 section 36. Thank you to Amirul Amin for the objective just now. And next we will go to project details. And first is project intro. The name of our project is Protect and Prevent. And for our project, we focus on approximately 500 fresh graduates that every year from IUM. The activity from our project is consist of improving our internship program, or we're gonna deliver a specific training for our future graduates. And the next thing we're gonna do is we want to create an awareness among our student and among the IUM authority or to the government itself. And next, our project objective is make a direct collaboration from a certain company for a job scope. For example, engineering for the German company specialized in engineering. And the next, our certification will be given to those who join our internship program, our improved internship program, and we're gonna also give to the student who join our specific training the SDG goal for design work and economic work. And the next is qualification for our project. And first, for the internship project, for the internship, who can join the internship is IM student and from the engineering course and must be a dean list because this internship project is much higher budget and it will need a dedicated student for the project. And next is industry training. For industry training, we open to all student IM student engineering course, and there is a fee for the industry training. And the next is other detail for such as our project is given 2 or to 4,000 ringgit Malaysia to the student who join the internship program. And for the student who join specific training will be given certification same as the internship training. And the next is our project activities is directly focused in IIUM where we want to improve our student graduates. Focus will make us easier and more successful to achieve in our project. And next is our scholarship of loans. IUM will be provided. As we know, IUM given scholarship and loans to the students who in need. But this also can be linked with our project for the student who join the internship program. And next is those who join the internship program will be given full exposure to the working environment. And next in this training, they will be given basic preparation and other basic thing they should know before they start work. The other detail for our project is the certification that we given to the student. High demand for the company out there in Malaysia, and those who receive the certification will of course will be given higher position and higher payment in their salary. So that will be solve our problem for underpaid salary. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
Now I will talk about the conclusion. For the conclusion, Malaysian has complained about the problem of underpaying their salaries, causing them to experience mental stress and domestic strife. So, our study in this project can help graduates to understand the obstacles they will face and what they should do if they want to find a job that suits them. In this project, our general goal is to provide awareness to all parties, especially to IIUM graduates. So, they have to take action to prevent it. We expect the output for this project is that it will provide students with effective trainings, which one of them is how to increase their work performance for better payment. This issue can be linked to a validity of SDG, but we emphasize to decent work and economic growth. Even though quality work is crucial, but stable income is better in this day. In conclusion, we must keep up with the rate of salary payment to avoid the problem of underpaid salaries for better living in nowadays high standard living. That's all from us. Thank you.